Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. Today, I'm not going to be talking about Power BI. I'm going to be talking about there is a process. There is a process in IT industry. It is from the software engineering topic. Okay. So when you study BTech IT, BTech computers, there is a topic called, there is a syllabus called software engineering. So from that topic, I'm going to be discussing today one topic, that is SDLC, software development life cycle. So how a software is going to be manufactured or developed from the starting to end. So that is what you have to know. So how do you construct a house from starting to end? You have some idea, right? How do you construct a airport? Or how do you construct a hospital, or how do you construct a bridge from the starting to end? You have some steps to follow, right? Like that, any software company or any software, if you wanted to develop, it could be Java, .NET, SAP, Android software, Power BI software, SSIS, SQL, any software if you wanted to develop from fresh, what are the steps the IT industry is going to be using? So these steps are going to be discussed in this class. Compulsorily, there is an interview question in the interviews. People will ask you, do you know anything about software development lifecycle, or have you heard about SDLC? SDLC means software development lifecycle. This is going to be talking about, this is a process or a methodology, or these are best practices, how a software can be developed from the starting to end. What are the steps involved? What are the documents involved? Who are the people are going to be involved? So let us see one by one. It is very, very important because all the non-IT people have to know what is this SDLC all about. Software development lifecycle is a software engineering topic. It will be taught in your BTechs, right? So let me give you some simple example about this so that you will be able to understand. Okay, I wanted to go to hotel, and the hotel could be some Taj hotel or any other restaurant. You can say Taj hotel. I wanted to go along with my family. So who am I'm the customer, right? So I'm the customer to the hotel Taj. I wanted to have lunch or dinner. So as soon as I go, I'm the customer, right? I may be single person, or I may go along with my friends and family. We are 10-15 people going to the hotel Taj to have the lunch or the dinner. So that is a case study I'm going to be using. Let us understand this case study clearly so that you can also understand the SDLC process very, very easily. Okay, as soon as you go to the hotel Taj, so you have a restaurant, you're sitting in the restaurant, and who's going to come and talk to you? So there is a captain, right, who's going to be coming to you, and he will be talking to you, and he will be gathering the requirements. So who's going to be coming? A captain. So, or you can say there is a steward or a waiter, right? So waiter is going to come, he is going to be asking you, sir, what is that you wanted to have? Sir, what is that you wanted to take? You wanted to take beverages first, or you wanted to have some appetizer, or you wanted to have some soup and appetizer, or you wanted to go for the main course? What is that you wanted to have? Clear? Thus, the captain of the hotel is going to be asking you to have you, sir, what is your requirement? So you will be able to give the requirements. He will be carrying a paper and a pen, or he will be carrying a iPod or something. He will be writing a lot of things, tab or some, computer is going to be carrying. He may be writing anywhere. So end of the day, forget about iPad or notepad. So he will take the requirements in the notepad. So what is the meaning? When you give the requirement, all the requirements will be documented. So he is going to be preparing a document. Clear? So what is the document called according to the hotel industry, which is called KOT? KOT means kitchen order token. So, or it is, kitchen order token or kitchen order ticket. That is what. So he is going to be giving it to you. and he will be writing all the requirements. Now, the requirements you have to tell as a customer, I wanted to have two chicken biryani, I wanted to have four tomato soup, or I would like to have some veg clear soup, or I wanted to have some South Indian thali. I wanted to have buttermilk with more lemon and more mint, has to be there, and little bit of pepper if you want to add, that is good for all the buttermilk. We need 5 quantity of the buttermilk, and we need at the end dessert sweets we wanted to have. So definitely I wanted to have some ice creams for my kids, and I wanted to have some cola or thumbs up also drinks. We wanted to have it. So everything will get recorded clearly in the KOT, and he will be also taking all the special requirement. What is the special requirement? You clearly told in buttermilk you need to have little bit of more lemon, and more the mint you need to have, and if for possible little bit of the pepper. And you order also pizza, but in the pizza you are saying capsicum I don't need, I need veg pizza, but I need capsicum, I need medium size pizza, and less spicy and more cheese. So all the requirement, so not only the item but also special requirements you're going to be giving. And apart from that, you wanted to have two coffee, and two coffee, one coffee with South Indian style and less milk and less sugar, and one more coffee you want to have Irish coffee, where you need coffee with the cold coffee and with ice cubes and everything. So all the requirements you are telling, about your requirements. That is also important point you need to understand, right? When you say you need cold coffee, Irish coffee, you know about what is a cold coffee, what is Irish coffee, right? When you're saying you need buttermilk, you know what is a buttermilk is. So if you're saying what is a pizza, then you know size of the pizzas and how many slices it contains, and what is a cheese, you know about it. So it does not mean that the customer does not know anything about its requirement. He knows, but he is not going to be preparing the food. He will give the requirement to whom? The middleman is going to come. His name is called captain or the steward or the waiter. He is going to be preparing a document. So after that preparation a document, he is going to be repeating the order. What is the meaning? That is a sign off. Sir, this is what I understood. Let me repeat the order. You wanted to have two chicken biryani. You wanted to have two medium veg, pizza. In that you need to have, no capsicum, more cheese needed, and you need to have two buttermilk with lemon and pepper and blah 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 with a mint need to be added, like that. You need to have this desserts also in that, you need some ice creams. So everything, and you want to have Coke. So when it says everything, if you want to modify, no, 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 no. I said two buttermilk, right? So make it to four buttermilk. You're modifying the order. I told you, the cola and thumbs up, right? You cancel that. You cancel that. I don't need, because I'm increasing the buttermilk. So you modify the order. Again, he will repeat, sir, this is the final order. Then you say, yes, yes, perfectly fine. So when he's saying fine, fine, fine means the order going to be signed off by the customer. That means the order can be placed into the kitchen. That is the meaning of sign off. Without a sign off, if you take the order and place it, then tomorrow this guy will be blamed. I told something, he understood something, he never repeated the order. He was busy with a lot of customers there, and this hotel is not good. But we will get a lot of negative feedback about the Taj hotel, right? So it is definitely, it is understood that you need to repeat the order, you can modify, then you can say, I'm agreeing, I'm agreeing, everything is fine. Every family member also says, yes, fine, fine, fine. Then it is what is called sign off. So after the sign off, the order is going to be placed. Now, who's going to be, preparing the order? There is a chef or team of chefs will be there. Not only one chef, many people are going to be there. All the people are going to be started preparing the food for you, preparing the dishes and the food for you. All the beverages, everything will get prepared. After that, the chef is going to be tasting whether everything is perfectly fine or not. Now, the captain is going to be opening the document, because he has to see the document and see the requirements. Then once again, this guy also is going to be verifying, saying that Yeah, he needs four buttermilk. Four buttermilk is there. Yes, yes. So he said more mint and pepper. Is it there? Yes, is going to be there. So not only the chef is going to be verifying, then you open this document. According to the document specification, everything is there in the dish or not. Again, a chef is going to be opening the document. This is what is called specification. Specification document, he will open it. Even chef is also going through the document once again before delivering the order. So all the testing by the chef, all the testing by the these captain, everything will be tested, and after that you deliver the food. So delivery means you're going to be releasing the food. Who's going to be delivering? There is a separate team. Again, see what are the waiter is going to be coming over there. He's going to be deliver the food. So then you're going to be taking the food. These are the steps that you need to understand. Clear? Now let us understand and go. The same thing is going to be happening here. So here you have to join in the company called IBM. You may be joining in the company called IBM, or maybe Accenture, or you may be Infosys, right? So that is what is called one IT company I'm talking about, right? There's a hotel called Taj Hotel. Like that, you can go to any hotel, the procedure is the same. So when you go to any IT company, when you join any IT company, you are a worker, just like a captain, just like a chef, just like a steward. You are working in the hotel. You are not the customer, right? You are the employee of the IT company. All these are employees of the IT companies, right? So chef is the employee of the hotel, right? So delivery, sign off, everything kept in. All these are employees in this hotel. Like that, in IT company also will have lot of employees and lot of people. You are the employee. You joined there. Your employee joined there. Now customer is going to be there. Who's the customer for the IT company? Not individual customers. So Walmart is the customer, or State Bank of India is the customer for your IBM company, or you have your Citibank is your customer for your IBM company or Accenture company. Like that, IBM company is not going to be dealing with the individual projects. So you are going to be having a customer. Customer could be individual here, or it could be family, or you may have a bigger banquet parties also. 1,000 people also can go, and many companies also will go and take the dinners and everything. So that is also fine. But here you don't get any individual customers. There's companies. Walmart is the company. They wanted to have one IT application. So the Walmart or the State Bank of India, Citibank people, they wanted to go to IBM. Let us take one company. Let us take one company, IBM. So IBM will have the customer. Who's the customer to you? Now I told you my customer is Walmart. My customer is Walmart. Now, who's going to be going from the IBM company? Somebody has to go and collect the requirements, right? So here, Walmart company, or let us say, make it to a bank, Citibank, so that you will be able to understand very easily, or State Bank of India. So SBI, let me take it. This is the, everybody knows about this. So I'm just using. So State Bank of India wanted to create one software application. So they have gone to IBM company, and or the SBI CEO, phoned up and called up. Hey, John, we wanted to have some, a software application to be developed, and I'm calling from headquarters at head branch of State Bank of India. So can we have a meeting with you? And I wanted to have and discuss something with you, or you can come and discuss with me. So IBM representatives or delegates are going to go, and they will visit the State Bank of India. Either they can go physically, or they can set up a online meeting. However, I'm putting the online meeting. The IBM company, State Bank of India CEO, CFO, and lot of branch managers, all the technical guys also be part of State Bank of India, because they need a technical assistance. Means a cashier cannot talk about technical discussions, right? You have to know some idea about that. Even State Bank of India will have some technical managers, and all the people are going to be talking to the IBM. So they'll have initial discussion. In that discussion, so they will be talking about, we wanted to develop one Android application, or we wanted to develop one website, or we wanted to develop one .NET website or the application, or we wanted to create some Power BI application, some application we wanted to develop. So we don't know what is the technology you're going to be using. So I wanted to give my requirements. Now you have to come and take down my requirements. So the initial meeting will get over from State Bank of India to IBM. Immediately what will happen? So you are going to be getting a requirement people. So State Bank of India will get a lot of people like these people are going to be gathering the requirements. Now, for the gathering requirements in the hotel, we have a caption, right? So here who's going to be coming to gather the requirement? There is a business analyst. Okay. So business analyst means who can understand the business, who can understand the domain knowledge. These people are not technical people. So who's the business analyst who's working for IBM? So IBM also will recruit lot of banking people. Why? Because State Bank of India is having a banking business. So as a technical guy, I am working for IBM company past 20 years, but I do not know banking knowledge in depth because I'm a technical guy. I know C, C++, Java, .NET. I'm a data analyst. I know about data. I know about technologies. I'm the senior manager in IBM company. I'm having a 25 years of experience. But even though I have experience in the IT company, I'm working for IBM company. I am not the right person to go and gather requirement. Remember that. So somebody is to go. They will be explaining and gather the requirement. People have good knowledge about the domain. Now let me give you one scenario. There is a guy, for example, my brother is working for a State Bank of India, or my brother is working for, or my father is working for a City Bank for 10 years, or 20 years, or 30 years. My father got retired or left the job at the age of 50. Now he came out, he's not working currently. He is applying for a job. Now IBM company said we need a working professionals or the domain people who knows about banking very well. So please, attend the interviews tomorrow, and we need completely banking domains, minimum 10 plus years of experienced people. We wanted to have them in our company. So my father or my brother is going to be applying for the job. My brother or the father is resigned from Citibank. They may be working for some loans department, some other department, or these my brother or my father can go and give the interview in the IBM company. IBM company will recruit my father or my brother. My brother knows in and out of banking. In and out of banking. Now the SBA company wanted to have the application for the loans. My brother worked for 20 years only for the loans department in the Citibank or some Deutsche Bank. He has rich experience in the loans. My brother or my father is going to be joining IBM company as a non-technical guy. My father designation will be data analyst. He knows business analyst, sorry, not data analyst. My father's designation would be business analyst. He knows about some business. He can analyze the data. He can analyze the business very, very well. He has the domain knowledge. So my brother or the father who's working for IBM company as a not the technical expert, but the completely business expert. These people will go to SBI. These people will gather the requirement, not a technical guy. I am working for IBM company, but as a Bhaskar Jogi, I'm a technical guy. I don't know anything about loans, in depth of loans, what kind of a loans they give, if the defaulter is there, what are the things can be happening, if he's not paying any loans for 3 to 4 months, what should I do, or if he's paying extra loan, what should I do. He has taken multiple loans and lot of legal document, lot of things I don't understand because I'm a C++ Java guy or a Power BI guy. I cannot understand. But my brother completely worked for 20 years in the loans department of Citibank. My brother is joined with IBM company, technical company, as a business analyst. My brother goes to State Bank of India, collect complete data. Not only my brother, the team of domain people. Like that, my brother, there are a lot of people are recruited, at least 3 to 4 people, will go and gather the requirements. All of them are going to be creating a document, because once you gather the requirements, what is that you need to prepare a document. A document is called as SRS. This is what is called system requirement specification. అర్థమవుతుందా? So you have to talk to the State Bank of India, and these people will be talking about, yes, we wanted to have a loan application, but loan applications for the, personal loans, two-wheeler loans, gold loans, and we wanted to give some commercial loans as well. And all these loans we are going to be giving, we wanted to have one application. One is called, we wanted to have one website, and top of that we wanted to have a mobile application like iOS application, and we wanted to have one Java application, blah blah blah. So these people do not understand what is Java, what is this, what is that. So that people may decide later. Now tell me, what is that you wanted to have? So tell me, what are you talking about? Home loans, what is that loans, and how is that you wanted to have, and what is that rate of interest, this one, that one, everything about the loans. They talk about home loans, they gather 5 pages of requirement. They're talking about commercial loans, they talk about 5 pages of requirement. They're talking about gold loans, they will give you 5 pages of requirement. Like that, for each and everything, my brother and the team is going to be asking lot of questions. How do you sanction? How do you pay for the EMI? How do you sanction? Everything they need to have the complete details in the app. So either they wanted to apply a loan, or if they got the loan after that, repayments, EMIs, everything I wanted to have. So for each and everything, they need to have some application. What type of application, these people cannot tell, but these people will convey the clear cut message that this is what they wanted to have, and the complete requirements will be elaborately taken. Specification means in detail. Specification means in detail you need to have. For example, I say I wanted to have a coffee. Is this a specific? Is it a clear-cut requirement? It is not a clear-cut requirement, right? So I asked my mother, "Hey mother, I wanted to have a coffee." So my mother knows a lot of things, lot of requirements about my taste, and she will be giving me a South Indian style coffee without milk, or less milk and less sugar. That is what she knows it, right? But if I come to your place and if I ask you give me a coffee, or if I go to hotel and if I ask them give me a coffee, so it does not have any clear cut requirements, then the captain is going to be asking what type of coffee you wanted to have. So I can say I want to have South Indian style coffee. You wanted to have filter coffee, or you wanted to have instant coffee. I wanted to have filter coffee. You wanted to have a brew coffee or Nescafe, or you wanted to have any other coffee powder you would like it. So we have a lot of other things. So you want to test. We have a Coorg special. We have Ooty special. Whatever they wanted to have, they wanted, they say. So do you wanted to have a milk mixed or milk separately to be served? Or you want to have a milk to be mixed, but you need very little milk to be added and more decoction you wanted to have? Please specify. You wanted to have with the sugar, without sugar, or we are also serving the coffee with honey, and or we are also having diabetic sugar cubes we are using. You want to have with that. Now see how many requirements this guy is asking. That is what is important. Clear? The business analyst is going to be asking a lot of requirements. If you simply say, I need a Bhaskar sir needs a coffee, you go to the kitchen and prepare the coffee and deliver it, customer will be complaining. So he is going to be giving you thousands of $1 million to you if you don't capture the complete data, complete requirements. And if you think that Bhaskar sir needs coffee, let me prepare a coffee and give it. So when you deliver the coffee, definitely your product will get what? Will be removed from the company, and they'll go to the court because they did not take in the proper requirement, deliver the order. You cannot say that he did not give me requirement. It is your responsibility to probe, ask the questions. So customer does not know his requirements, right? Do you know? For example, you go to the doctor, you say that I'm getting a stomach pain. If the doctor is writing the tablet or the medicines immediately to you, you believe that doctor, you get this guy is not asking not even a single question. But if you go to one more doctor, he has 50 years of experience. You went to the doctor and you wanted to, communicate saying that, sir, I'm having a stomach pain. That guy with 50 years of experience, he can also give the medicine, but he will be asking, tell me, when is that the pain is started? Then he will be touching your, stomach and asking you, is it the pain coming from here to here to there to where? Okay, what is that you have eaten, and what is that, where did you go last night? Where did you are you traveling here and there, or do you have any issues? So he will be asking hell a lot of questions, because many times the customer knows when did you get the fever. We will say, sir, 2 days back. No, 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 sir, 3 days back. No, sir, last night. No, no, sir, 5 days back. Because even though the fever you got it, you are not sure about it, right? But the it is, doctor's responsibility. Probe means ask. Why is he asking? Because he wanted to understand the real cause for the pain. Because body is the machine. Why machine is suffering? Why machine is suddenly stopped working? Because the doctor wanted to understand clearly. When you want to understand, when you probe more, when you ask more questions, clear? Even though he has 50 years of experience, he can give you medicine within 1 minute, but he's not able to give you. He's probing and probing. So these guys are going to be probing. Probing means asking questions. Tell me what kind of a loans you give. Tell me if the loan is not paid, what will you do? Tell me, what is the budget of the loans? If the income, income of the customer is this, what is the loan sanction you can do it? If the income of the customer is this much, what kind of a loan you can have? If the income of the customer is this one, what kind of a loan you may sanction? Lot of things. So, questions are going to be asked. Everything will be in detail. I gave you coffee example. So if you wanted to prepare a coffee, make sure that you ask a hell lot of questions. Clear? Then prepare the coffee, because he's not going to be paying 5 rupees or 10 rupees. He's going to be preparing for that coffee, let us say 5,000 rupees. So it is very costly coffee that you want to deliver it to him, and definitely need to ask a lot of questions in patient, and you need to take the sign off. Clear? So that is what is going to be happening in the IT company. IT company also will go, and IT company will send the business analyst to the State Bank of India. This guy is working for the IBM company. Now this team of business analysts will go gather the requirement. All the requirement will be documented. The document is called as SRS document, System Requirement Specification document. Okay, tomorrow the Siemens company is there. Siemens company is creating lot of medical equipments. So CT scanner or the ENT machines or ortho related machines, lot of equipments the Siemens company is manufacturing, right? Medical devices. Now tell me who's going to be giving the requirement for the Siemens company? I'm a technical guy. I know C, C++, Java, .NET. I will prepare a software for one, orthopedic operation, or I wanted to have a application for the whenever the eye operation is going on, they wanted to have a proper device, proper medical software need to be used to do the operation and everything. The Philips company, the Siemens company wanted to create that software and release it to the hospital. Now, who will give the requirement? I know I'm a software engineer in the Siemens company. Can I know what kind of a requirement the doctor pulmonologist will have, the doctor will have? I don't have. So the doctors are the domain specialist. Okay. Siemens company will have a lot of doctors. However, the IBM company has a lot of business analysts from loans department, banking domain. And when we're working with the hospitals, medical, so who's going to be giving you require? Who's going to be collecting the requirements? Definitely, a doctor is the business analyst guy. He can tell you the proper requirement, how the device will look like. He will talk to a lot of doctors in the different Apollo hospitals, different hospitals. They will go visit and they gather the requirement, and from them, what kind of a the equipment you want to have, what kind of a thing you want to have, because we would like to create one device and release it to you. Tell me your requirements. So who can go and ask? Siemens company will recruit a lot of eye specialists as a doctor. The doctor is called as a business analyst according to us, but actually is a doctor. This doctor only can go to various hospitals and understand their requirements during the operation. What is that devices you want to have? What is that you wanted to see? That kind of an application we are going to be releasing, and you can buy that application from us or the devices from us. So doctors are going to be working for the Siemens company. Siemens is the IT company. There's a Siemens IT company is available in Bangalore. So one of my friend is working, one of my student is also working over there. So IT companies will have not only the technical people, technical testers, technical developers, but also a lot of doctors are going to be there. A lot of domain people are going to be there. A lot of domain different seniors are going to be there. So those people can gather the information from the requirements from the different business domain. So they prepare a documentation. This documentation will be signed off, okay, by all the doctors and everybody. So this will be given to the technical guys. Who's the technical guy now? Chef. Now who's a technical guy? If it is a Java developer will be there. If it is a Power BI reporting requirement, you and me will be there. If it is a .NET application, .NET developers are recruited. So this is when the recruitment is going to be happening for the project. But the project is started 6 months back only, or 1 year back only. The project is started already. So they have completed all the requirements, sign off, everything is ready. Then the HR team will be informed by IBM. So we need some 4 to 5 technical guys. Two people should know Android, 5 people should know iOS, 10 people should know Java, 5 people should know Power BI, because it is not only one application. They need multiple applications to be developed. Clear? Like that, all the developers are makers. So developers means developers, or you can say programmers, okay, or we are called as Power BI developer, Java developer, iOS developer, Android developer. All the people are going to be preparing the food, dear chef. Now what is that you're going to be doing? You're going to be writing coding. That is what you do. Coding you're going to be writing. If you're a Java developer, you take the requirement signed off document. You, according to the specification, you prepare the coffee there. According to the specification, you write the coding. If you have any issues, you may talk to your team lead, or you may talk to your manager, or you may talk to your company called State Bank of India. So you people, maybe 5-10 people are recruited. Let us talk about, you have to prepare SQL, Power BI, all these things. So 5-10 people are recruited. All the people are going to be writing coding and everything. Now everything is done means you need to test. So that next department is called testing department, is going to be testing. Testers are going to be there. So these testers are going to be testing. Testers are going to be recruited. These are also called as a software engineers, but a more specific designation will be a software engineer. Software engineer could be a developer, or software engineer could be a tester also. Okay, we don't know, but these people are going to be testing all the code, whether it is working properly or not. How do you test it? You have to take the SRS document, right? Now, how do you verify whether this guy needs more pepper, less lemon? Always you need to open the KT and verify. Buttermilk should have more mint. It is there. Buttermilk should have more lemon. Yes, it is there. Two pizza, it is there. So you need to refer the KOT like that. When you develop something, if the tester is testing, so on what basis these people are going to be testing, they will open this requirement document. They said like this, like this, like this. Is it there or not in the coding? They said like this, like this, like this. Is it working as per the requirement document or not? So the testers, the Bhagavad Gita or Quran is this. They need to open this as per the requirement. They have to test it. We ordered 2 pizza, but only 1 pizza this guy is prepared. That means you say there is a bug in the code, because they ordered 2 pizza, one more pizza you have to prepare. So this guy is going to be preparing like that. So if you don't have something, so that is missing as per the requirement document. How come you know? You need to refer this document. In the document, they clearly mentioned they need like that, but you did not create like that. There is a mismatch. The mismatch is called as a bug. The mismatch is called as a bug. These people will identify bugs in the issues. How they identify the bug? Because they open the requirement document, they study one by one, one by one. According to that, the code has to behave, the application has to work. Is it working like that or not? That is what is important. If it is not working, they create a bug. For this bug, the development team has to work on, and they have to resolve the issue. Bug need to be removed. Then everything is fine. One pizza is not there. You have prepared that pizza, and they have ordered a 4 buttermilk, everything is there, but pepper is missing. So there's one more bug is prepared, you put the more butter, you have to put the light pepper on top of your buttermilk, like that. If nothing is there or nothing, if one buttermilk more pepper you put, again that is also bug, you remove that. Customer is asking less, very little, layer of the pepper, not this I'm rejecting. The testing department is going to be rejecting the buttermilk, then you need to prepare one more buttermilk, like that. Everything will be having a lot of bugs, and then the quality control team going to be verifying. The quality control team is called testing team. Clear? So those people are going to be doing, if everything is ready, so somebody has to deliver or release. So the next one, the software will be released. Now, you are not going to be getting the program and installing it in the SBI machines, right? So definitely, so you're going to be preparing the food here. You're not going to be coming and deliver. Delivery will be taken care by one more team. Like that, releasing the software will be taken care by there is an admin team, DBA team. So those people will be there, or a building team will be there. So those people or admin team will be installing and everything. They'll be testing it. And so you can also modify after the releasing and everything. The simple things you can modify, and it is going to be working fine. Clear? So after installation, if it is not working properly, then definitely you need to give some kind of a support why it is not working. These people will share the screen and everything, right? This is what is not working. You need to log into that computer and check whether everything is working fine or not. You need to make it work. But once it is released and everything is working fine, after some time this may stop working. The application you have released, it may give you any kind of a problem. You bought a car, after 1 year it is not working. It may give you any kind of an error, right? So if you get any problem with the software maintenance, you don't do it. As a developer, you don't do the repairing work and software work. There is a one more team will be their call center team, right? There is a one more team called production support team. Okay, in that, so there are engineers are going to be there. So this is what is called normally call centers people. If something is not working, you have to call the call center. Call center will have the technical people. They'll say, sir, we will send you one more guy, he will fix the problem. For example, your TV is not working, who's going to be coming and fixing? One more guy, not the TV manufacturing guy. So you have manufactured the software, you don't come to this, and you're not going to be fixing the TV problem. One more guy is going to be coming. You bought a bike or you bought a car. Now the car would have prepared in Pune in manufacturing industry. Now tomorrow you purchased it, you're using it. If it is not working, the manufacturing technician not going to come to your place. So there's a garage near to your Hyderabad, Vizag or Pune. You need to go to that camp, that garage or the mechanic shop. Those people will be repairing your car. Those team is called a production support team. Production support team, not you. People may ask you, okay, once you prepare a software, who's going to be addressing the problems? If you get something, you have released the Power BI, it is not working. If it is not working, it is not problem. Once you deliver the car, okay, the car is not working, from the next day also, the Pune car manufacturing plant technician will not go. That's it. So the car has to be taken to the nearest garage. So there is a technical team will be there. That technical team is called a production support team. So those people will be analyzing the problem, and still, since it is a under warranty, they may be giving you the service for free, or they may charge you, but it is not going to go to the development department where the car is manufactured. It is not going to go there. You are not going to be fixing the problems. Once it is released. So you don't have any control where the software is running today. You have prepared a software in Hyderabad, the software may be running in the New Zealand, or it may be installed in the American one of the companies. No, you don't go, you don't have the permission to watch that. They would have installed there and it is running, right? So you prepare the software and everything here. You don't run the software in your computer. You think about your lot of apps you will be downloading, right? Now somebody would have prepared the app in their mobile phone or in their laptop, right? One engineer like you Android app they would have developed, right? But are they coming and fixing the issues? Or are you going, or are they know? Do they know that you have installed the application in your mobile phone? They don't know what they do. They test it and they'll be putting into the centralized folder. So what is that? App Store. App Store or Play Store where the application will go. So that is what is called release. They have released it into that. That's it. After that, they don't have any clue when who's then downloading the software, who's installing the software. For example, you downloaded a software, WhatsApp software. It is not working. So whom do you contact? Will you be calling them? No, 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 no. You will go to your Vivo showroom, or you'll go to your Apple iPhone center, say that in my device it is not working. Can you just look into that? So Apple iPhone people or some other people will give you troubleshoot. Not the guy who has prepared the app is going to be coming and helping you. Once they release into the server, that's it, the job is done. Then after that, maintenance, and if it is not working, there is a separate team that you need to reach out to get the issues will get sorted out there, not by this development team, this programmers. Remember that. Okay, na? So this is how the software company is going to be working. So now I will tell you the complete requirement in the SDLC process. This is what is called SDLC process. Now in the SDLC, software development life cycle, it is not maintenance. We are not going to be maintaining. We are completely talking about what? Development only. Our job will work when I release it. I am not going to be giving the repairing work. Repairing work is not comes under development work. So software development means only till release of a software I am there. After that I am not bothered. So it is software development life cycle. It is not development plus maintenance. No, 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 no. I'm not talking about maintenance here. Simply development. I create a software and release it. After that, if there is a problem, I am not interested. So how the software SDLC is going to work means the phase number one, you will be able to identify what is that the State Bank of India wanted to know. That is what is called scope. Okay. So what is that Bhaskar sir wanted to have? Bhaskar sir wanted to have coffee. So what is that the company wanted to implement? Company wanted to have a, let us say, one bomb, or company wanted to have one big rocket. What is that they have? Scope means what is that needs to be done. So what needs to be done there? Needs to be done. That is what, and first, then only you can decide what is that they need. Sir, I wanted to go for the medical treatment. That is what scope. So then I need to look for the Apollo hospital. Sir, I am feeling hungry. Means I have to go for the hotel or cafeteria. So what is that you wanted to have? In SDLC, you need to identify the problem statement. That is what is called a scope. In the scope, the State Bank of India clearly told we wanted to automate loans, work. That is what State Bank of India told clearly. We wanted to implement a application for the loans. We have home loan, this loan, that loan. So that is the problem statement that you need to identify. So the scope is very clear. What is the scope? Scope is very clear that we have to create a applications for the loans. So loan is clear, or we wanted to construct a bigger building for the State Bank of India. Now who's supposed to go? Not the software guy. A construction team has to go. L&T will go and construct the team, right? So like that, what is the work you need to identify first? That is what is called a scope. So once the scope is identified, the next phase, you have to go gather requirements. Okay. Bhaskar sir knows that he needs a coffee. That is what I'm very clear. So now tell me requirements for the coffee. Sir, what kind of a coffee you wanted to have? You wanted to have South style coffee, North style coffee, Irish coffee, cold coffee. Sir, you wanted to have with sugar, without sugar, or sir, you have with the milk, without milk, or milk to be separated. Sir, do you need any special favor? Coffee powder? Do you have instant coffee powder, or do you have the ready-made or the filter coffee, or you want to have a Kurg style of a coffee? You want to have in a thick coffee? What is that you wanted to have? See, So what is the problem statement here? I wanted to have a coffee is the problem statement. For that, you have to gather the requirement. All the requirements will be gathered by business people, business domain guys. Okay, that is what these people will have the domain knowledge. They should know about coffee. Otherwise, these people cannot do anything. So you will be able to get a document. The document is called as SRS document. So that will get released. This is a document. Now, afterwards, the requirement will be going to where? It will go to the next phase, the analysis and architect. Clear? So the next phase is going to be happening, analysis phase and a designing phase. So you analyze the requirement and according to that you need to design the software, right? For example, you wanted to construct a house or a 1,000 bed hospital. That is what you would like to construct. So who's going to be constructing? What is the scope? Scope means I wanted to construct a 1,000 beds hospital. That is the scope of the work. Now for that, people will gather requirement, how many ICUs have to be there, how many operation theaters have to be there, how to, how to maintain the canteen in the hospital, what is the car parking area, do you want to have swimming pool in the hospital, and where is that you wanted to have operation theaters. So lot of things you have to plan, right? So all the requirements you are going to be taking and what kind of a treatment you wanted to have. You want to have the treatment for the cancer or the lungs. What is that this hospital for? And because we need to plan for only those kind of a medical requirements, and we need to see the size of the equipment also. A lot of things have to be discussed more and more and more and more. Once you gather the requirement, you're saying 1,000 bed hospital, you have given the piece of land. Now this will go to a design and analysis. Now they'll be talking about we need like that, we need like this, we need like this, we need like this. And if I see the land is not sufficient for the 8,000 people, they do the analysis and right. Design means architect has to be there. So architect will be telling you, no, 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 no. I think we don't think so. We can have 50 operation theaters. I think we can have only 37 operation theaters. So that is what is called analysis, and you can reduce. Or the operation theater room, I thought that 30 by 40 is enough, but since we don't have this, so either you need to reduce the number of the operation theaters, or we need to increase blah blah blah, or we cannot have 1,000 bed hospital. I think we can have only 850 beds can be arranged, not more than that. So the diagrams and everything will be prepared by the architecting team, because you cannot construct it immediately. Like that software also, when you give the requirement and everything, all the requirements may not be fulfilled. When you give the order, then you go and the chef will get, we don't, a chef will say, we don't have today paneer pizza cancelled, we don't have today tomato we cannot add it, we don't have potato today, potato french fries are not available today. So like that they will change, but after analyzing the order we may modify, right? Like that analysis and design, analysis and design, where you do the modifications. Compulsorily the designing work is going to be done by the architecting team. So architect can be senior people like me. So I know, I worked for the IT industry, I know technology. I know technology, what is Java, what is .NET. 50% I know technology, and 50% I know domain knowledge also. Domain means I'm working for as a technical guy, but I worked for State Bank of India or some Deutsche Bank loans department for more and more time. So Bhaskar Jogi can become an architect. He can decide what can be there, what cannot be there, everything. So a architecting guy also should know, because I started my career as a developer, but more than my experience, I understood a lot of domains and I talked to a lot of people. Now I can also understand the business domains and everything. Now I can become an architect. Architect will give you a designing documentation. So what is that you're going to be getting from here? You will get designing documents. Every phase will give you one thing. So designing documents will be, designing diagrams will be released. So for your hospital, Or for your software, this is how the software look like. This is what is the form. You need to click on this. This is the next page look like this. You need to click on submit. The next page click like this. Every form will be designed and every software will be designed. When you go to a website, there's a design. You need to click on this. You will get like this. You click on this. You click on like this. Every design, every form will be designed. Everything will be designed. The designing documents, diagrams are going to be released. Clear? For this, we are going to be using different technologies like Visio or MS Paint we may use, or we may use different softwares to create a diagrams and all. That we are not interested because you are not an architect, right? You're a junior developer. So when the designing documents and everything is ready, then what will happen? The coding is going to start. Okay, once everything is ready, now tell me, design and documents are ready, everything is ready, labor is going to be recruited. All the developers are labor. Remember that. All the developers are labor work only. You are going to be recruited now because scope, requirements, analysis, everything is done. You are going to be recruited. You are called as a developer. Okay, you are called as a developer. So you are going to be starting your coding. So coding is going to be happening. So you should know the coding. So developers or the programmers are going to be recruited based on the application that they wanted to develop. So what is the output? Output will be code. For every phase, you have to get some output, right? So from this phase, you are going to be getting the code. Code could be Power BI code, Java code, SQL code. Some code you are going to be writing, and this code, fine. But after that, so whatever the code you have written, that has to be tested. That has to be tested, right? Who's going to be testing? The next department will be there. The department is called as a testing department. Okay, coding department, coding phase is going to be getting over. The next one is a testing. Who's going to be testing? Testing will be done by the testers. These people do not know anything about a technology. They will have a very basic knowledge, no technical knowledge. Okay, they will have a very basic technical knowledge, but they should know how to test it. Clear? So after they testing it, what they release what is called as a test cases or test results. So they also release something test results. I told you this is what is called bug. All the bugs and everything they will be writing and they will be releasing. This software has these many issues. This software has not working perfectly. According to the requirement document, it is not there. There is a mismatch. So every phase will give you something. So from the scope, what will you get? You will get scope document. It is a document will be released. So scope document will be getting from the first phase, second phase SRS document will be given, third phase design diagrams are going to be released. Next coding phase you will get the code and everything will come out. The coding will be installed and you have to test it, and the test results and bugs are going to be there. That is what the last phase. Once everything is uh, 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 given solution, then what will happen? You are going to be releasing the software. I don't have a space. The last phase will be, remember, you are going to be releasing or delivery. The last phase will be release or the delivery. That's it. Release the software. Once everything is done, this will be done by the DBA team. So, or the admin team will be installing it, or you will have a building team. There is a building team who is going to be installing. Now, do you tell me you're buying a car, or you're buying a TV? Who's going to be installing the TV? The manufacturing guy will not come to your home. There is one more installation team is going to come. They will be installing the TV in your home. So you never think that manufacturing people only come to my home. They will be installing the TV in my no. Because this guy is going to be manufacturing the code. This guy will not come to the place and installing it. The software is going to be developed in Bangalore or Hyderabad, but the software will be installed in some other server. The company State Bank of India servers are available in New Zealand or maybe in Delhi or maybe in somewhere else. So those servers are going to be maintained by one more team called DBA team. So this software has to be installed in that server, not in your computer. For example, I am preparing a software, I am preparing a Power BI reports. Will I keep the Power BI reports with me? I have to give it to somewhere else, and these are installed somewhere. Okay, they may be maintaining app.powerbi.com or if it's Java software, some companies, some teams are going to be maintaining the State Bank of India data and State Bank of India applications in separate server, or you have to buy a new server and install the software there, and this will be taken care by one more team. So as a developer, you don't install it. So if you buy a TV, who is going to be coming and installing? Not the people who are creating and the manufacturing guys, right? Those people will not come. One more guy will come to your home. Sir, you say that I'm calling from Sony call center. My technician is going to come. He will be installing it. So like that, release and everything will be done by one more team. That is DBA admin build team. So that is how you need to understand. So these are the phases of SDLC. Different phase needs different people, right? Not only one guy, two guys. You have a team of people. Requirement gathering, there are three people. Analysis and design fair, there are four architects. Coding, there are five people. For example, let me tell you how many people in the development you're developed, right? You can tell that, I will take this diagram and like that. So you have one team lead, and on top of that, on below, you have three SSEs, software, senior software engineers. Below that, you have a software engineer like that. So this is software engineer. So this guy is reporting to him, you will be reporting to him. So this is what is your team size. So what is the team I'm talking about? Development team, coding team is this. So how many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is you. Software engineer means 0 to 4 years of experience people. Senior software engineer SSE means 4 or 5 years to, you can say 8 years or 7 years, or greater than 8 years. When you have it, you will become a team lead. Like that, a coding department will have these many people. Requirement gathering also, not one guy. There is a one team lead will be there, and two assistants are going to be going and gathering the requirement. Like that, in this team, these people are going to be there. Designing and architecting, there are four people like that. A lot of teams are going to be working together and releasing. What is the team size that you have? This is a team size. So all this is the State Bank of India project. For this project, a assistant manager is going to be there, and this assistant manager is going to be, talking to a manager. I'm assistant manager. This manager is always connecting to a customer. Who's the customer? State Bank of India. Clear? So customer is also not only one. There are multiple, people are going to be joining. They will be able to understand. So always your project will have a lot of phases, and a lot of phases will have a lot of teams, and all the teams are going to be monitored by the assistant manager. Assistant manager will talking to the manager. Manager is going to be updating this, and whenever you develop anything, if you get any kind of an issues, you always talk to your superior, or you can talk to your, team lead if you get any kind of an issues, or the team lead will have internal meetings, daily meetings with the customer, and he will be talking to the customer. So every day, in the evening 7 o'clock or early morning 10 o'clock, you have a client calls. So who's going to be there in the client call? You're going to be there, but you don't talk to the customer. Client means customer. Your team lead will be updating, and your manager is going to be there. Your assistant manager is going to be there, because you're talking about your issues. Like that, this team also will have team meetings. It is, they are not going to be joining in our meeting. They will have separate meetings with the customer. These people will have separate meeting with the customer. So we will have separate meeting to the customer. Like that, remember which phase is going to be taking much more time means this phase. 70 to 80% of the time, this phase is going to be taking time to complete the project. Remaining phases are going to be taking 20-30s of the time, and more budget need to be allocated to this fellows, more time will be allocated to these guys only. So you have SDLC process, lot of people are going to be there, but we are there, we may come after 2 months or the 3 months or the 6 months, then we will be there till end of the project. So most of the time, which phase people are going to be there? Now tell me, if you wanted to construct a project, most of the time labor and masters are going to be there to complete the project, right? So architect will come in the initial state, then that guy will come once in a while or once in a moon. then that guy will disappear. So much more time the development team is going to be doing and the work, and 70% of the time SDLC process is going to be occupying the coding only. It may be Java coding, .NET coding, SQL coding, Android coding, X coding, Y coding. So testing department is not going to be working. It'll be some 10-20% of the time. After the software is created, then they're going to be testing it. Then after that, you need to resolve, give the solution to the bugs and issues. Then everything is resolved clearly. And if they don't have any bugs, then the company will announce a release date to the software. Company means the customer, the team, management, the team, your technical team, everybody will be participating. They will be announcing the release date. Everything is now done. So we are going to be releasing. During the release day, you have to be there in the company, but the teams are going to be taking the project details and everything, and they'll be installing it. If they get any kind of an issue on the releasing day, you can connect not directly, you will be connecting via online, because the servers are there in New Zealand, you are sitting in Hyderabad, you are a developer here, the actual your software gone to New Zealand server and getting installed there. There is an issue. How do you resolve it? So there's a DBA company who's going to be chatting with you. Hey Bhaskar, yeah, this is John from New Zealand, a DBA team. I have installed, I'm getting this kind of an issue. What could be resolution? Immediately you give the resolution and it is working. If it is working perfectly fine, then you get a party. So we will say next lunch, next Sunday, we are going to be for the team out. So because we have released the software, but if it is not happening properly, you have to sit and the release date will get postponed, because there is an issue. The software is, even though it is installed, we are getting a lot of issues. Now, whatever they have installed, they have to remove it. And why it is causing, you will get a lot of escalations from the client and everything, because the software is not happened properly. Rocket launching, you can see some rockets will go smoothly, some rocket will fail. So we cannot, do anything, because rocket is gone means gone. But software is not like that. You install, if it is not working, you can uninstall it, repair the software which you have it. Again, you can release, plan for the second release date, like that. So when the release is over, when everything is tested thoroughly, after that, you are not going to be maintaining. That's it. Only that day you are going to be there to support whether everything is happening properly. Once software is released and working fine means, and if there are lot of errors afterwards means, you're not going to be supporting. There is a separate production support team will be there. All the errors, if they get tomorrow in the production environment, that will be handled by the separate team, not by this coding team. Clear? Because coding team will be assigned to one more new project. This project is over. Now you tell me, your constructed a house. So after that, the labor masters will not be there. If there is a repair work, the same guy may not come. You may call the new guy and get it done. All the repair work will be done by one more guy, but the existing guy will not be there along with you forever. That guy will be going to one more new project, and again he will be constructing the house or whatever it you wanted to construct. The guy may not come, so you will have a maintenance people. You may call one more plumber, one more electrician. He is going to be repairing, but not the usual electrician, he has done the wiring and everything for you, right? So the same, similar to that. So once it is released, your people are going to be going to the bench, because you don't have any project. You will be there for the bench. Afterwards, one more team will be inviting. The next project is, let us say, you are getting the, Hindustan Petroleum. The project is assigned to you. Same thing it will goes again, same SDLC process. What is the scope? What is that we should do? Then HP, Hindustan Petroleum will be talking about, we have a lot of outlets in all over the world. We'll be getting a lot of petrol from so and so, and we are also having a lot of employment. We also do a lot of drilling and everything. We have to develop the software for the drilling units, the labor expenses, sales, the HP, then crude oil we produce, and after the crude oil we'll get the pure petrol and lot of other things. For each and everything, we need to have the software applications, and like that, they may give you requirements. People who are working for the refinery, people who are into ONGC, Oil and Natural Gas Commission, those domain people are going to be now recruiting in your company. Those people gather the requirement, can collect the requirement. Technical team, you are there, you are going to be continuing the project, and you release the application for the Hindustan Petroleum, like that. Or tomorrow shipyard project, you may get it. So what is the requirement? or tomorrow electricity board wanted to have a requirement, or Indian Railways wanted to implement something new, you will have the requirement like that. So wherever you go, the process is this. So SDLC means phase number one, scope, requirement, collecting the requirement, analysis and design, coding, testing, and you will be able to part of the release. You can tell them that I am aware of all of them, but I never worked for all these things because you're having 4 years of experience. Me, I worked for a lot of phases. I worked for, I did not go for the requirement gathering, analysis, design. I was there, coding. I was there into also testing. And sometimes I used to release the software also. I worked for most of the phases in my 20 years of span. But you people, as a fresher, you are three to 4 years experienced guy, you will be only dealing with the coding, that too, SQL coding, Power BI coding, and this coding. That's it. This is how you have to tell them that. So I'm aware of how the software development is going to be happening, which phase and what kind of a people are going to be there. I know about it. So I'm the part of coding or the programming team. I'm a software engineer or a Power BI developer, or I may be data analyst. So I'm going to be creating reports and I'm going to be working with the technical documentations and everything. Clear? So that is what. So you also write the code. You also prepare a deployment guides and everything. So deployment guide means installation guide. When you buy a TV, you will see one installation guide, right? How to install a TV. So when you write a software, how to install the software, you should create one small document. So that document also you have to give it to the testing department and it has to go to the DBA department. As per this document only they will install. But if they have the experience, they need not go to the installation document. But definitely when you buy a TV or a washing machine, there is the installation guide is going to come. So we are going to be coding, and remember we are going to be also performing a testing. So first level of testing you also do it. This kind of a testing is called as a unit testing. We also do the testing because you remember, you preparing a coffee, your mother is preparing a coffee. The coffee is called one unit. That unit will be tested by mother only first. When you prepare some SQL coding or Power BI coding, who's going to be testing the Power BI report? First, the maker or the creator will be testing. The first testing is called as a unit testing. Later, your software will be given to the testing department. They also test it. So those testings are called as system integration testing, performance testing, then black box testing, then regression testing. So like that, they are going to be doing a lot of testing, UAT testing, user acceptance testing, lot of testing department is going to be doing. Okay, lot of testing department is going to be doing. But when you prepare a tea or coffee, you're going to be testing, right? When you prepare a coffee, your mother is going to be testing how the smell of the coffee, what is the color of the coffee, what is the temperature of the coffee, what is the sugar level of the coffee, what is the milk, is it very in white in color, dark in color, color of the coffee, smell of the coffee. Mother is going to be testing everything and she will be adjusting, right? Afterwards, she will be giving the coffee to the father. But if it is a bigger company, you test it as a chef, then afterwards, the testing department also will test everything. Then they release the coffee, right? So the first level testing is called as a unit testing. Unit testing also will be done by the developer. Remember, so when you create something, you test it, you see everything is fine. Then only you give everything is working. I have tested it. You also test. You will give it to the testing department. There is an interview question. Who's going to be doing unit testing? Developer. Who's going to be doing unit testing? Developer. The coffee the mother is doing, the mother is preparing, it is called a single unit. That unit will be tested by a mother. So that is what is called unit testing. This report is a single unit. This unit will be tested by you. This is what is called unit testing. The first level of testing always will be done by the creator, right? So the developer is going to be testing. That is called as a unit testing. So what all you do means you gather the you understand the requirement, you create a unit testing cases, you deploy the guide. So what are the unit testing mother is going to be doing? Sugar level, test cases passed. Coffee smells, test cases passed. temperature, test very good, high temperature, the smell of the coffee, color of the coffee, quantity of the coffee, everything she's going to be testing and she will be rating. These are the things I have tested. So what all you have tested depends upon the requirement, what all you need to test, that you need to test it. Clear? So that is what you need to understand, guys. As any software you develop tomorrow, you may develop Java, Java software, this software, that software, any software you develop, this is one you need to understand as part of Power BI or as part of anything you learn tomorrow. SDLC process you need to understand clearly. Software development life cycle is not a Power BI concept, which is a software engineering concept. You have to know as a non-IT guy how a software is going to be developed, right? What are the methodologies you're going to be there? How many people are going to be there? How many teams are going to be involving there? And what is your roles and responsibilities? As a non-IT guy, you have to know clearly. So this class everybody must undergo. Clear, guys? Hope it gives you clarity how software industry is going to be taking this kind of an approach. This is a methodology. It is approach. ఇది ఒక పద్ధతి అనుకోవచ్చు మీరు. Clear? So using this methodology, using this process, any software company can prepare a software and they are going to be releasing the software. Once they release the software, then maintenance teams are going to be maintaining the software. Software development life cycle means it is not inclusive of maintenance. Maintenance is completely out of the scope. It is only get the requirement and release the software. That's it. Your teams are gone. Afterwards, somebody will come and they'll maintain the software. That is what is called a production support team. So some people, sometimes you may get the call saying that you have to work for the production support team. Means these are simply repairing people. They don't understand in depth of knowledge. People who are manufacturing the car will have complete understanding. People who are repairing the car, they don't have complete understanding of every car. They may know something here and there. So when you work for the production department, you have to work for 24 by 7. Why? Because the problem come midnight, problem come early morning, problem come evening. So you cannot say I work for 9 to 5 shifts only. That is not going to work for the production support team. 24 by 7 they need to work, because you cannot say my State Bank of India server cannot work in the morning midnight 1 o'clock, means people will not be happy about it. Right? So production support means 24 by 7, 365 days, and you don't get the off on Saturday and Sunday. You may get some Wednesday, Thursday, like that, but development team will be getting Saturday and Sunday offs, and morning 9 to evening 5 or evening 7 jobs will be there. So development always good, but development team will have more knowledge than the production support team. Clear? So this is very, very important concept I wanted to share with you. Thank you, guys. Nachinda? Guys, did you understand it clearly?